So in response to my video about language yesterday, this person says, proper grammar defines your social class, for better or worse. So y'all, in your first sentence, said everything someone of a dominant group needs to know about you. This is unrelated to English, Spanish. Northerners are very judgmental about grammar. Okay, so I'm not going to do a full-on stitch with that comment, video reply to this comment, because I'm not trying to call this person out personally. I honestly don't know what the intent was here, but let's talk about it because there's a lot in this comment worth unpacking. So first off, you say, this person says, proper grammar defines your social class. You're right, that's how society uses it, but just because that's how it works doesn't mean that's how it should work. If grammar is defining someone's social class, then we're not talking about clarity anymore. We're talking about gatekeeping, about who gets labeled educated and who gets dismissed, even when they're perfectly understood, right? Second, y'all in your first sentence said everything someone of a dominant group needs to know about you. This one's the one that made me kind of pause because, let's be real, you understood me, right? We communicated, mission accomplished. The judgment wasn't about comprehension, it was about deciding my word choice put me in a social box, right? And here's the irony, that's literally the politics of language in action. And I'll be honest, I pick y'all intentionally when I started making content. I grew up moving all over, West Virginia, Pittsburgh, Memphis, California, North Carolina, a few other places all around the Southeast, back up to Pittsburgh for years, Colorado, and now I'm back to North Carolina. So I code switch all the time. I can say you guys, I can say y'all. For me, y'all is conversational. It's warm, it puts people at ease. That's me using language as power. See, choosing a form that builds connection. That's what this whole conversation is about. Now, you also said that this is unrelated to English, Spanish. And yeah, I responded to you in text yesterday that I kind of agreed it wasn't directly related, but thinking about it again, it actually is, because the same mindset that looks down on someone saying ain't is the same mindset that sneers at someone speaking English with an accent or explodes when they hear Spanish in public. It's the same instinct, deciding who belongs and who doesn't based on how they speak. Finally, you say Northerners are very judgmental about grammar. And I don't even know how to take that. Are you saying you're a Northerner and you're judgmental, or just a general statement? Either way, that's still proving the point, right? That grammar becomes another line we draw between people, another way to divide. And I guess one more thing, I'm not trying to be petty here, but you did spell grammar incorrectly twice, right? Which honestly just underlines my point. None of us are perfect. And if we can still understand each other, then the real issue isn't grammar at all. It's how we weaponize all those things, grammar, accent, dialect, to decide whose voices matter and whose don't. And every time we do that, we shrink the very richness that makes language and this country alive, right? All right. Y'all have a good day. Bye.